circumstances due to working with Yellowflash, and have been pretty much quoting you. I don't make any assumptions about your finances except that you've been working for 6 months, had been working for 6 months, now 10 months, without a paycheck, which would harm anybody's financial circumstances. These are things that you said. And so I'm quoting you. I've shown you your words and never made any other assumptions other than that. Correct?
No, that's incorrect. Because you will go on to extrapolate and expound and say Dillard is destitute. His kids are hungry. I've
never used the word destitute or said hungry.
I don't have the clip here.
Oh, pull up if you can find a clip where I'm saying Dillard is destitute and his kids are hungry, then I would be interested in seeing it because I've never used those words. I said that Christmas time came, you were in your backyard without electricity, and Dark Gift Comics provided a Christmas for you and your kids, which is what you guys said and you guys put on the internet. And I place that squarely at the feet of Yellowflash because from what I understand, because you were working, and from what I understand, the book that you were working on for him was supposed to launch and fund in October, which would mean that by December, you should have a big wad of money in your hand. And that didn't happen. That didn't come to pass. And now it's May almost, and the book still has not funded. And you are working on other projects instead of the one that you should be working on now for Yellowflash.
But do you not understand that that's how I run my business, my life? I work for people. I do other things on spec. I have other projects that I have. I'm an artist for hire, so I work on a lot of projects. A lot. There are projects that I've been working on for months that are probably never going to see the light of day, but I got paid, so no harm, no foul. You know, Yellowflash said, "Hey, we might have a project together. Let's see what we can do with this." Yeah, that's fine. That's not. I can't put all my eggs in that basket, but yeah, I'll do that. So on my free time, I worked on the book. The guy doesn't owe me a living on a project that may never come to fruition, but probably.
Pardon me. What did you just say?
And it looks great.
A project that may never come to fruition. What does that mean?
Yeah, I said the guy doesn't owe me a living on a project that's a spec project. We're gonna work on it, and then when it's done, it'll come out.
You just said it may never come to fruition.
I did, yes.
What does that mean? Surely you're assuming it's going to come out, right?
Of course I am.
Is there any reason why it wouldn't come out?
No. This is talking. We're talking English here, Ethan. A project that may never come, the results may never come to fruition. I may not get a big payday off of this, but I'm working on it anyway.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I understand, but let me explain. From my perspective, there is no reason why you should be working for free for somebody else on their project. That doesn't exist in comics. That shouldn't be happening.
Well, it happens.
I hear you. You're like
it happens a great deal in independent comics.
I know
a great deal. It happens a lot.
Yeah,
and maybe it shouldn't, but it does. It happens a lot.
Shouldn't. That's why I didn't work in comics.
And you can't. Dillard, all due respect, man. All I'm doing is quoting you and your, live stream, and all that stuff. There is no reason why Yellowflash should be employing anybody without paying them first. It is not okay, man. It's just not cool. I understand you agreed to do it on spec. That might be.
Well, then you agree that it's not Yellowflash employing me.
You're in a partnership with Yellowflash. That's right, where all he had to do was produce a script, and you have to spend 10 months now producing artwork for a book that has not funded yet. You've received no money for the work that he's...
His part of it is not producing a script. His part of it is... His part of it is make the script, I do the artwork, and then he sells the book. Because I had a book, I tried to sell my book, it did okay. I would like a book that I work on to do more than okay.
Sure, yeah.
And I can't say that, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, yes, there's people that have a larger audience on YouTube. Again, I've been here for 7 years. I've seen it happen. People that have larger audiences make more money. That's just the sad fact of indie comics. If you have a
No,
big audience
that
somewhere,
is true. That is
you make
true.
more money.
Dillard, you know, you're the only person who's been in a situation like this where, you know, it's an artist working for a larger YouTuber who has not received money during the course of the time that they're working on the book. None of Eric July's artists would tolerate this. Smiller worked for what's his face? You know, these are guys who get money along the way. Shadiversity. It's ridiculous. It's a very strange thing, and I wouldn't necessarily assume that there is going to be a large enough payday at the end of this for it to make sense to you. And the circumstances. By the way, the 40%. What can you explain that? Like 40% of what? Like what you own 40% of what?
Of the book.
What about the IP? Do you own 40%?
Yeah, the book, the IP. Yeah.
That means that okay. So if there's an issue number 2, you own 40% of issue number 2, whether you draw it or not.
Yes.
That's
if Dark Gift draws issue number 2, I still get 40%.
That is unbelievable.
Don't let Anthony draw number 2.
No, you let anybody draw number 2. If that's the deal that Yellowflash made, you draw issue 1 and then you walk away. I mean, that's amazing. Why?
I mean, I guess to take the fullest advantage of my situation, I could do that, but why would I want to do that? I would love it. I love this story. I think it's going to be fucking tits. If it blows up, I want to be part of it. I absolutely, 100%.
You already are. You have
moving forward. I want to be as involved as possible.
You already are, dude. You have 40% of the IP. Just walk away from it.
Why?
Holy shit.
I'm a great artist. I want it to be great.
It's almost done, Ethan. It looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, none of that is the point. The point is it's almost done. It looks fucking amazing, and John Dillard has not been paid yet. And Yellowflash made a real ropey deal with him, evidently. 40% of an unknown number. Should Yellowflash decide to do this book and actually put it out? Dillard already said, should it? What if it doesn't come to fruition? Dillard has some doubts about that. The book should have launched.
When did Dillard have doubts about that?
When you just said earlier.
I said, if it comes to fruition, meaning, and I clarified when you asked, meaning if it makes a bunch of money or not.
Right. You know, he hasn't been paid yet for it. It's a skeevy deal. He should have received, like I said, a page rate up front and against the percentage of the back end. That would have made sense.
I get it. I understand your point of view.
Doesn't make sense. And then to just pile on things like say, well, you get 40% of the IP, that's even weirder. That's a bizarre deal. You get 40% of the IP, which means that you don't have to draw it anymore. Because, by the way, unless you do draw it, the book is unfeasible. You know, it couldn't come out anyway because Yellowflash could not afford to pay you 40% of the IP for doing nothing. You understand? None of this makes any sense.
I understand what you're saying. It makes sense to me.
Okay.
In the middle of the night. That's all. All I'm saying is that now that, you understand.
I don't understand. I don't understand it. I hear what you're saying.
You still don't understand my financial situation and that I'm not destitute?
No, you say I'm not destitute and all this stuff, and I never said that you were. All I did was talk about what you spoke about, on your live stream. And I stand by that because those are your words. And you tell me now you're a man. You're sitting there saying, I'm not destitute. My kids aren't going hungry. No fucking fake. I understand. I understand where you're coming from completely. I have no beef with you. But you were working.
You have a problem with the way that Yellowflash and our partnership is structured. That's 100% your business, Hey, and that's not disingenuous. That's how you feel, and I respect you for how you feel. But just saying that, I am destitute is not true. And now that you know it's not true, it's not true.
Okay. That doesn't make any of this. There's no difference here. That doesn't make any of this better. at all.
Gotcha.
Not at all. You don't work for free. Definitely not for Yellowflash. Nobody does. Nobody does, dude. Nobody in this circle would work for free. Definitely not Matt Barr.
No. Yellowflash is paying me for sure.
Anthony makes me work for him for free.
He makes trannies buy his drinks, so that's I can confirm that.
Oh shit.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
I'm not
A last match.
A last match. Shut the hell up.
Stop baiting Anthony with tranny talk.
I'm cherished.
What the hell is wrong with you, last match?
Stop marginalizing me. I get.
Are we? I am out of soda, Anthony. We've been going for a long time.
Yes, we have been going for a long time.
Just threw my empty soda, and I have no
I mean,
more
I
soda
didn't
to
even
fill
get to
it.
say buy my book. So buy my book.
Yes. Let me. Oh, I don't have the link up anymore.
Unbelievable.
Because of that whole fiasco with my computer acting funny, I had to close a couple of things.
Right? What was the night
You know?
for?
Your own computer betrayed you.
Blame the peanut.
Always
Fair.
bring the peanut.
Unprovoked, always.
Blame the
Yeah.
POC. The peanut of color.
I don't know. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I really like Ethan, and I respect Ethan, and I appreciate Ethan for everything he's done for CG over the years.
Well, I respect you, and I really like you too, and I fucking hate Yellowflash because he's a piece of shit, and the deal that he put you through is bullshit. And when you say I'm not personally destitute, you certainly are destitute when it comes to the work that you've done for him and received $0 for. 40% is 40% of an unknown number that does not exist. We don't know what 40% is. People in the chat saying 40% is a good deal. 40% of what? Yellowflash is not Eric July. Yellowflash is not even Shadiversity, who was a novelist that people understand. Yellowflash is not Razor Fist. Yellowflash is seen as a drunken retard who complains about Disney and
Now wait.
they want you dead and all this stuff. He's not somebody who he's not somebody that anybody's looking to read literature from. So 40% of Yellowflash, because he's got a large YouTube channel, is no big guarantee. It just isn't. He should be paying you. It's arrogant that he's not paying you. It is arrogance. And it's unfortunate. I mean, I understand you're speculating, and then you got people like Eric July sitting there gaslighting and saying, this is great, but this is what men are all about. Men do not work for free. This is not a good thing to place your hopes and dreams on Yellowflash and Yellowflash's ability to sell a comic. I'm sure it'll do just fine. But is it going to do fine so that it's going to be enough of a payoff for almost a year? Now, it's going to be a year
and a half,
for
Ethan.
free.
Keep
A
pushing
year and a
that
half?
further back. 3 years.
Well, right now we're at 10 months. Right now we're at 10 months, dude. It could be a year and a half by the time.
Ethan, when are we going to do that Cyberfrog Kids book?
Yeah, we should do that instead. I would actually pay you, Dillard.
Yeah?
Yeah, didn't you win the
Music to
contest
my
for that?
ears.
Yeah, I would actually pay Dillard for that.
I remember that contest.
This panel was
That was
got
4 or 5 years ago. I remember that. Wow. I don't.
Somebody drawing? I hear a little.
Yeah, that's me. I'm working. I had nothing to contribute to the argument, so figured it.
Michael Bancroft
may as well
says,
work.
"Devil's Advocate. A lot of actors take a huge pay cut for a percentage of the film's take." That's true.
Yeah, because nobody's getting those like $30 million, $20 million like paydays that they used to get. The studios aren't paying out those Tom Cruise paychecks anymore.
Right. That's why I turned down all those roles, Matt.
Yeah.
You could have been famous.
No.
I let Keanu have them. Yeah, it's just.
Shut up, Mike. What is it with fucking people telling me to stop smoking? You know that'll kill you. You know, shut the fuck up.
No, he said stop drinking soda.
Some asshole at the store the other day was I was throwing out my cigarette. He was like, you know that'll kill you. Like, who the fuck are
Squid
you?
says, "I'll do it for 30%." I think I'm missing the.
Oh,
the joke on that
he'll
one.
draw Dillard's children's book for 30%
You're gonna draw my Cyberfrog children's book?
on the back end.
Then but Mike says, having said that, I couldn't afford to work for free, but if Dillard says he's investing in himself, I say best of luck to you.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, I guess that's like a
got my
personal
supplement.
decision that Dillard waited out. And
Not
figured-
everybody would agree with it, you know. Some people
Yeah.
want to work for the company store. That's fine.